Hello, Lucia. Looking at your heading here, and the only thing I would suggest is perhaps move your logo over to the right so you can bring your text up, and I think you can eliminate some of this white space and move basically all of your text up. I think you can save a little bit of space by doing that. Okay, you have a question here about the number of groups that you have taught. I'm not sure if you're interested so much in how many groups that they've taught in the past, or if you're interested in how many groups are currently teaching this semester. So just want to bring that to your attention. If it's something that you think that you need is from a historical perspective, perhaps, but yeah, just double check that, make sure that that is what you mean, or if you mean that you want to know how many groups that they're teaching this semester to have kind of an idea about their workload, perhaps their willingness to participate, even asking them when they have these different classes later on, perhaps. So just double check that. In your instructions, you were mentioning according to your own experience in the most current English classes. Perhaps we can rephrase that and just, I think, say according to the courses that you are currently teaching, because when you say your own experience, it sounds like past experience, and then you're asking about current courses. So if you're just curious about the current courses, perhaps you could just say according to the classes you are currently teaching, or the English classes that you're currently teaching. And going back to my comment here, it sounds like you're interested in the number of groups that you are teaching currently. So again, just double check this section right there. And question number 2, maybe instead of the classes, your classes, towards your classes, you could ask what have they shared with you. Question 3, I would just change this to problems. And you might add a follow-up question on question 3 as asking the teachers to respond why they think this. What problems do you think they face, and why do they think that? And question number 4, I would specifically mention speaking, just to differentiate so that they don't comment on things like maybe written exams, since I think the focus is speaking, or when your teacher or when your participants are speaking and giving instructions through spoken discourse. Here in question number 4, I think you can be more specific. Explain the times, if any, when students had problems understanding the way you speak, or understanding something that you have said. Could be another way of phrasing that. Okay, and questions 6, 7, and 8, maybe you can just create one question and asking, would you be willing to participate in a research project that would take maybe 3 or 4 weeks for data collection, would include so many class observations and so many interviews, and just kind of list out the things that the data collecting procedures that you are planning for your research. And I think you can bring that into one question, and then the teacher can respond just one time. Because essentially it's going to be pretty much all or nothing. If they answer no to any one of the 3 questions that you have here, right, it's then you won't be able to include that person in your study. So I think you can limit or reduce the number of questions here and just list out the details under one question. Other than that, everything else looks fine. If you do have any questions about the feedback here that I'm discussing and providing here, let me know. Otherwise, feel free to go ahead and start applying your instrument.